will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone. It's Edwards. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They're going to run it to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up for him.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
He'll pull it down and run.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. Running behind that left side. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
The Hilltoppers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick pass on the fly motion. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
That's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
Running into the open space. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Brings up 2nd down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Send the tight end in motion. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Hilltoppers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to get it through the air. The screen, and watch out. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. It's complete to the right. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Topper.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Stanford is putting on quite a fireworks show today, and they're loving every minute of this one right now on the farm. They're up 14 over Oklahoma. Any change of momentum, any notable highlights from Mountain West country, we'll let you know, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. Guys, let's take just a minute and talk about Boise State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of...
Oh, he's got some space. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. To the air, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Hard running there. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They're going to run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
The offense trying to find a way on 4th and goal from the 2. Slams it ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Broncos!
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Jones. And the returner will be dragged down. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Got the first down. Looking for more. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the +42.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in this.
There he goes. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Hilltoppers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Hilltoppers will snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Plucks it out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And they did tack on the extra point. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get to... Brings into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught close to the marker, it's Orlando. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The Broncos are marching down the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Right back to him on the ground. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd down play from the gun. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And this offense, they don't want a field goal. You can tell. They want a touchdown. They want points. 4th down, going for it. And how about the QB, man? How about the poise? Dropping back to throw the football. Nah, it's not open. Nothing there. I don't feel comfortable with. But he absolutely pulls the trigger, makes the decision, tucks it, and gets the big 4th down conversion.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only 1st down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And listen, the defense won that play. As an offense here, the key, David, you can't go back-to-back negative plays. You got to be smart with the football here. Looks like you're going to have to throw it. You just can't force it. You got to make sure you're playing with that clock in your head. You can't take a sack.
And I think this is a situation where I spread you out. I get more speed on the field. I make the defense to...
Touchdown, Broncos! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Running to Green. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltopper. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
Hey, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they capped off the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 50 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Dyer. A little release to the back. There he goes. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Brown has it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Broncos trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Pulls it in. It's Orlando. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. The throw to the outside is complete. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. And the Broncos are on the move. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Makes the grab. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Gets the back moving. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He'll get rid of it. Touchdown, Boise State! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. He'll bring it out. It's Edwards. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top. Dumps it to the back. It's complete to the left. He'll get it out to the 25. Not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
They believe they can run right here. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. He's now up to 52 yards rushing and getting ever closer to that 1,200-yard mark.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Hilltoppers will have it 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Little touch pass to the receiver. Finds a little space.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Here we go.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Right on the money. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Touchdown, WKU! And they've moved out front here on the fourth.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the fourth quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. With the catch, it's Brown. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pulls it in. It's Orlando. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Broncos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And the Broncos come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. They'll stop him short on 3rd down, in this defense trying to make sure they stay on top.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there, but we're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
They'll stop him short, just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
And you feel pretty good about a quarterback sneak most of the time. Such a short yardage play. I just got to find a little crease and get through it. But this defense was more than ready for it. Built that wall up front. Nowhere to go.
Turning it on. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Hilltoppers just want to hold on to this ball for the final minute. Motion from the back. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Grab near the marker. It's Jones. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. Guys, he's up to 103 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The Hilltoppers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Beck's going for the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Topper! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a two-possession game. And guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to Brown. Shakes off the defender.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Bringing the heat. At the 35, he's open. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.